So I have been a believer of reducing, reusing, and recycling. Honestly, not that much on recycling.
Okay, today we'll be getting to know a passionate person who's co-founded Social Enterprise is a people-powered movement for positive environmental change. As a strong advocate of sustainability and humanity, his work revolves around initiating and empowering people through eco-education programs. He also helps people to build green spaces, organizes sustainable events like managing the Sustainable Singapore Gallery, and also helps to power upcycling activities and workshops. Before I introduce you to him, let me first introduce myself to you if this is the very first time you're tuning into our series. Hi everyone, I'm Danny from Science Centre Singapore, and today marks another exciting edition of STEMTogether, a series of one-on-one video conferencing interviews with valued partners of Science Centre Singapore. Today we have with us a special guest, Kelvin Wong from Terra SG. Hi Kelvin.
Hello, hi. Hi, Danny.
Thanks for joining us online to share your student and your work life with us. What's been the most interesting part of your job? It definitely sounds very exciting and very diverse.
Most important part of my job is partnership meetings.
Right.
We're meeting with a lot of people like yourself today. We get to interact. I think yes. I enjoy interaction a lot. So the most interesting part of my job is to hear stories from people. You can actually see how people behave differently and react differently to different sustainability or global issues.
Could you share maybe one interesting story with us?
Oh, you see people playing. Yeah, I can share some interesting stories. So one of my interesting one will be my interaction with the Thailand and Japanese MNC, which is CP Meiji.
Okay.
CP Meiji, you commonly know them as the CP Milk. The Meiji Milk.
Okay.
Meiji Corporation. So what happened, something interesting is that, we see that how enthusiastic as a fast consumer goods company are wanting to go onto the wagon of the sustainability. So they're not just concerned about selling their packets of milk. As a company, most of the time you just look into the profits and the revenue. But I'm very impressed with my conversation half a year back with the general manager.
Yeah.
They are looking at how they could actually do good while still selling their product. So that really impresses me very much because they are not doing just a lip service. They are really activating collections of all their used, disused cartons and items and getting them to put them into good use again through upcycling. So he is a strong advocate of sustainable program, and you don't see a lot of corporate leaders playing that strong a role and rolling up the sleeve and getting the drivers and the logistic people doing good together. So I'm pretty impressed, and these conversations with him impresses me and pushes me on to say that, well, I think we can talk to more consumer production organizations because they play a very key role in helping sustainability. And we actually also help Meiji. I prepared some of these samples to show.
Oh yeah, please do.
Yeah, that's right. We actually will coach students and the community or even corporates on repurposing these cartons and make them into good use. So, for example, recent months, because of COVID-19, we actually created, let me bring it.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
So this is actually a mask holder. This is actually a mask holder made from milk carton pouches.
Wow.
So you could actually make your own mask holder using a disused Meiji carton.
It's actually pretty good, actually.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, we want people to be able to make this on their own without much of a hassle. So videos was created, online tutorials are created to get people, because we know people are consuming more when they're staying at home, the milk, the juices.
Yes, that's
a lot of waste are generated, and we want people to do something. No pouches like this, or even simple things like this.
Well, how long does it take to do something like that?
This is actually a
Mobile phone holder.
Mobile phone holder, yeah, and we're innovating it to make it into actually also a amplifier for your phone
Oh, wow.
as well. So there are really a lot of second life usage for a
Yeah.
lot of these items, and I think
Yeah.
we could all play a big
Yes.
part in it. But with
Yes.
Niji as a partner is driving some forces on the ground.
How did you end up where you're at? And what inspired you to go that way?
Oh, okay. Well, it tracks back all the way when I was actually about 14 years of age. 14 years
Wow.
of age when I was in secondary school. So I was actually the chairperson of the school environment club,
Wow.
which I
Okay.
championed. So it actually traced all the way back then. At the time, it was simple, small actions that we take. I gathered my friends, my classmates to actually start the school first flea second-hand market. That was really
Wow.
many years ago. That was like 20 over
It's
20 over
remarkable. Yeah.
30 years ago. Yeah, so it was really a long
Gosh.
time ago.
Okay.
Getting people to donate what they do not need and
Mhm.
what could be still of value instead of tossing them away.
Right.
So I have been a believer of reducing, reusing, and recycling. Honestly, not that much on recycling. I'm a
Well,
believer of reducing and reusing. I remember what got me thinking about this was actually from the TV. Was
okay.
from the TV that I actually read about. I mean, when I actually view images of floods and
Uh-huh.
droughts around
Okay.
constantly for a couple of weeks when I was in secondary two. I don't know what year was that.
Yes.
I've heard about it, but that actually
Yeah.
got me thinking about a lot of these um, disasters issues and
Yes.
whether is it really natural or some of it is actually man-made disasters. It was actually created or formed because of human actions. That got me interested to read a little more. You know, when I was secondary two, I want to
Oh,
actually find
wow.
a bit more about, what are we doing and what is it causing to the world that we live in. And I like to actually be inquisitive to know where things go to. No, it's never away when we throw away something, a styrofoam packet of economic rice, a bubble tea container, a
Yeah.
plastic cup. Where does it really go to? Questions like this struck me. It
Hmm.
really get me thinking. Oh, can we do something about it? Or if we don't do something about it, what could be the consequences that we may face? It's a cause and effect thinking that I'm always practicing constantly. If not this, then what? If we do this, then what happens
Hmm.
next? So such thinking got me really interested in bigger topics that I think I can play a part in.
Yeah.
I always like to talk to people and I like to present.
Mm. Yes.
Yeah, and I like to present. So I'm thinking, what best can I present on? Whether am I going to do a selling job?
Yeah.
And am I going to do legal? Am I going to go law
Yeah.
to talk and speak in a court of law,
Right.
or am I going to use my my skill set that I perceive as my strength to make it work for something bigger? In my perspective,
Mm.
there's something bigger. So I think speaking up for a silent hero, which is our world, which is our planet, who have been supplying. Nature provides, Danny. Nature
Mm.
provides.
Mm.
Nature provides everything, every single thing that we need actually. So they are our secret hero on a day-to-day basis. But I don't think we recognize this hero very well, most of us. So I think someone or more people, not someone, but more people need to speak up for this silent supporter of all livelihood and mankind in the world. So yeah, then that's where I
Mm.
decided to focus my energy on sustainability. For the youths who are hearing, it's never only about what you study. You see, I studied Chinese language, a
Yeah.
bachelor in literature, but it doesn't mean that I'm stuck with just doing Chinese language. I could use this skill set into something else. And sustainability is a science.
Yes.
It's backed by
It
science.
is. Yeah.
I'm swinging from art student to a
Mm-hmm.
science-based, science-based practitioner. I remember when I was at the age of 16, 17,
Yeah.
I actually got a encouragement statement by then Prime Minister, Goh Chok Tong.
Wow.
at that time, because I received the Green Leaf Award.
Amazing thinking.
Yeah, I received that award from Goh Jok Tong, and I remember when he
Wow.
shook my hand, and it was at Tampines. I still remember the place. It was Tampines Park. So when he shook my hand, he said, "Continue to do the good work you are doing. Continue to do the good work that you are doing." It's a call for continuity. It could be a very simple statement. Sometimes as adult, we say to a young person or you, but sometimes it goes along. It goes a long way. Wow. At least for me, it stayed with me.
So continue to do the good work you're doing. That's what he said.
Yeah, continue to do the good work.
That stuck with you.
That stuck with me because there are two essence here. One thing is I'm recognized for the good work I'm doing. It's the good work. And second is continue it.
What can we do on an individual level then?
I think one thing, individual level, let's not go to the recycling is one thing that is the last resort. As an individual, if you can refuse, try your best to refuse or reduce the use of it. When in circumstances that you really can't refuse and you can't reduce, then try to reuse it. Try to reuse it. And in circumstances that you cannot reuse it, is spoiled or damaged, repair it. Otherwise, then go for recycle. You know, but I think as an individual level, look into things that you can do to reduce the strain on our Earth's resources.
Yes.
If I can choose not to take away food, I eat on site. If I can do that, try to do that. If you can, try to bring along a reusable lunchbox. Try to do that.
Right.
You enjoy bubble tea?
Yes.
A lot of us do.
Yeah.
You know, some people take 5 days a week. If you really enjoy it that much, I mean, if you really enjoy it that much, bring a collapsible tumbler.
Yeah.
And always bring it to the store and say, "Can you fill it up for me?" And they're willing to. I've tried it, and many of them are. I cannot name the names here, but many of them are really willing to say, "Come, pass it to me. I will fill it up."
Wow.
For you, you know, just make sure that you don't get your bubble stuck in your straw. They tend to joke about this, but I think slowly people are accepting it, and as individual, we can start with that. And if you are already doing that, then the next thing you can probably do is to get your people around you to do that as well.
If you could share one piece of advice with students, what would that be?
In terms of sustainability, Danny? Or
in terms of anything, yeah.
Okay, one piece of advice, read more, listen more. I'm not sure whether this is one piece or two piece, but equip yourself with the knowledge. And when you are equipped with the knowledge, you speak intelligently, with confidence. At the same time, when you're willing to listen to people more, you can respond well. I think communicate well is one of the key things to achieve any type of goals or aim that you would like to do. You need to know how to express yourself clearly, but with clear content and flow of thought. So one piece of advice to the youth, read. Do not give up reading. No, it could be a bit old school, Danny. I'm sorry. I don't know what age group I'm talking to, but but I think reading is really great to do. Yeah, in Chinese we say there are gold to be found. Yeah, there is actually a gold house. We call it, there's actually a gold part of gold in books, and I believe in that. So read and then try to listen more.
And thanks, friends, for watching. If you're watching on YouTube and you haven't subscribed to our channel, hit that notification bell now. And if you're viewing the STEM Together series on Facebook, click follow now. Remember, like and share this video with your friends. Stay tuned and we'll see you soon. This is Danny signing out from Science Center Singapore. Bye.